Hi guys, and welcome to another video, and as you can tell by the title and by the thumbnail, it's more shit stirring, it's more sort of negative, moany news, and I won't lie to you, I was actually fully prepared to make quite a positive video this evening. There has been a really nice written piece surrounding the Hummel deal and the Hummel kits that went out this morning, which was a really interesting read. Lots to dig into, lots to talk about, lots to discuss, and it would have been a nice deterrent away from all these rumours about the head coach and or at least lack of actual concrete evidence about a head coach and stuff like that, and a lack of communication we're getting from the club. It would have been quite a nice video to just keep us away from it for a little bit. However, of course, the tide has turned and more rumours start to churn out, so I'm not even going to discuss the whole Hummel piece anymore because I've just been, it's just been, a little bit of positivity I did try and maintain. It's just been sort of popped by the club a little bit. And again, this is only rumours, but it's one that's come from, I'll just say the source anyway. It is the chief correspondent of TalkSport. Now, granted, TalkSport aren't exactly the pinnacle of truth. In fact, a lot of their rumours and headlines and a lot of their articles are there purely and only around to cause shit and shit stir and get views and clicks. So this could be absolutely way off the mark. However, I'm doing what I always do for you guys, and that is bring you guys up to date with what's going on with the club. Now, what am I talking about? So apparently, Dhannoo has rejected, he's refused to sign a new contract because of how long it is taking for us to put a new head coach in charge. And as I did mention in a previous video, when I said that, there's going to be many players, not even just players who we have got, but players who may potentially be considering to come into the club, a lot of them aren't going to want to come because they don't know who the hell is going to be coaching them, who is going to be managing them, and who they're going to be working with going forward. Let alone the players that are already at the club who, Chris Rigg, it was only a couple of weeks ago where it was come out by a different source, not TalkSport, a completely different source, and a couple of half-decent sources at that, were stating that Chris Rigg really didn't want to, or he's holding off signing a new deal because he also has no idea who he's going to be coached by. Now, that is absolutely and purely ridiculous. And if not by them, I even said in that video, a bit in the Chris Rigg video, I do not blame any player for refusing a contract if they don't know who they're going to work under. Why would they? I would not blame any of the players whatsoever, any of them, if they rejected contracts under the way things are going right now. Why would they? And why would any players want to come? Because at the moment, they're taking absolute piss. And I was getting to the point where, okay, I can't even get myself worked up about a new coach anymore. But when it gets to the point where our best players are going to be walking out the door purely because of how poor they have managed this, but it's not just Christian Speakman, by the way. We can't just, just give players and everyone else involved a pat on the back when things are going well, but then never say anything about Speakman. But then when it goes bad, it's Speakman's fault. It's KLD as well. KLD, Speakman is KLD's puppet. That's it. That's all he is. And of course, he brings his own processes and his beliefs and the structure to the club that he wants, and the way he wants it to be run. But at the end of the day, he's only doing what KLD is telling him with budgets and what have you. So if you say, we can't spend this, we're not spending that, we're not spending this, it's KLD's money, it isn't just Speakman's. And that's not me defending him. I just wanted to give shit to the correct people and people who deserve to be criticised. And both of them do, not just Speakman. This process has been way long drawn out, and it's getting to the point where we're going to have zero players who, it's not zero players, that's an exaggeration. And don't get me wrong, Dhannoo still does have 2 years on his contract. However, we want to try and tie down and keep hold of our best players, which is something that even Speakman and KLD have alluded to in the past, that they want us to hold on to our best players, particularly players like Chris Rigg and Dhannoo who've come through the academy. And it gets to the point where, their dream, growing up, is to play for Sunderland, and they're starting to get that. And now if that dream is now becoming a hindrance and it isn't what they want to do anymore because of the owners and because of that Christian Speakman, then we've got a serious fucking problem. Because why wouldn't our youth players who come through our academy want to continue to achieve their dream? Because the place and the club has been managed horrendously. And I mean horrendously. And again, as I mentioned earlier, you know, with the whole Hummel deal and everything going on off the pitch there, that has been managed brilliantly. In the short space of time we have had Bruce, whatever title has been given, the marketing manager, commercial manager, whatever it is, in the short space of time that he's come in, he's achieved a decent amount, a good amount, and it's all positive and it's forward thinking for the club. When it comes to the actual team, the coaching side and everything itself, there's been no achievement. There's been no improvement to the club at all. So all this is essentially, yet again, me just screaming, get a fucking move on. Because we're going to lose these players who are meant to be assets to the club. You know, these are the players we should be nurturing and looking after. And they're starting to turn elsewhere and they don't want to play for a club that has been run like a fucking circus. And it's been run like a League Two, non-league club. This is Sunderland, man. Jesus Christ. And again, that's not me blowing the trumpet and saying, oh, we're the biggest club in the world. Of course not. But Jesus Christ, man. Get this sorted. Pull your fucking thumb out. Pull your fingers out, man. It's mental how long this is taking. And also, another little rumour, you know, because I'm the bearer of brilliant news today, obviously. Apparently, Liam Rosenior is also on the shortlist of Burnley, which... Jesus Christ. All it does is, you know, please, lad, just get your fucking man. Get the man that you want. Do you know what I mean? But it's, you know, if Burnley came to Liam Rosenior and he was in one of their first choices or all their first choice, I would not blame Rosenior either to go there because it's a better run club. Of course, just coming down from the Premier League. They'll have money to throw at it. Whereas us, it looks like we're taking absolute piss in terms of how long it's taken us to do things. Our negotiations just absolutely take the mick. And I feel like, and the bit you can blame on Speakman, and yeah, obviously you do need to put KLD in the same bracket as well, but when it is coming to negotiations, how true is it that we're not allowing them to bring in their own coaching staff or they can only do X, Y, and Z and just limiting them? And rather than saying, you know, and trying to present this as a good opportunity to them, we're presenting it to them as a job with a colossal amount of constraints, and we're just dangling, and we need to do it sort of my way or the highway in terms of Christian Speakman and KLD. We cannot have that, because otherwise all we're going to get is yet again another yes man who just wants to pick up a bit of a payday, and they're just going to be there as the front man and the yes man for KLD and for Speakman. If you want anyone of a decent calibre and a decent ability, you need to drop this act that didn't work all season long last season. So why are you trying to maintain that now would be my argument if that is the case. However, I'm not going to get myself too worked up. I say that. I've just got myself worked up. But yeah, so that is pretty much it at the moment, guys. Again, I apologise. It's more shitty rumours and negative ones at that. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. It might not be true. Again, it might not be true. But I thought I'd just let you guys know. As soon as I saw the rumour, I just thought, oh, fuck off. Here we go again. But there we go. If you enjoyed, hit the like button for me. Take care. Stay jammy. Subscribe and all that nonsense. See you in a bit.